Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday morning. Four beautiful people in the house already. We have Slot Sister who's watching. She's driving right now. She can't be in the chat, but she's watching definitely. So if you want to shout her out, please do so. We have Phyllis Jones in the house. Thank you for coming in. We have TL Slots in the house. Thank you for coming in. JJ Slot plays here. Let's see who else. The Lotto King. What's going on, bro? So I hope everybody's having a good morning. I'm doing this from a different location. GC Slots is in the house, and she is going to be our guest next week. We have a special guest today, Robert Kaczynski. Kaczynski. I think I said it right again. Hopefully. Anyway, so we have a special guest today. I don't know if you've seen her live stream yesterday, but it was a fantastic one. She had the big jackpot on her channel, and Jackpot Jackie, I believe it is. We'll let her tell us. Ko Sin Ski. Sin. Yes. You told me that before. Ko Sin Ski. Perfect. Lolo Slots is in the house. Oh, Pamela. Savvy Slot Pamela K. Slots is in the house. Thank you. Great to see you on my live finally. Let's get her in here and then we will get started.
Hey, good morning, everybody. What is up? I hope all your mornings are going well. Also, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. It is so good to see all of you again.
Perfect. Perfect. If you don't know who she is, it's a slot machine. Simon. She is one talented person and she's fantastic at everything she does. Like I was saying last night, she had a wonderful guest. She had the big jackpot on her show, and she did an amazing job. They were making ornaments. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, I suggest you go back after this live and check it out. But I'll let Simon explain who she is, how long she's been doing YouTube, and we'll go from there. We'll have some questions for her and see what's going on.
So, hey, everybody. I'm Simon Cleef from It's a Slot Machine. I started my YouTube channel when I was 17 years old. And also, please let me know if you need me to repeat anything because I have a condition called apraxia. It is neurological disorder which keeps my mouth from making which makes it hard for me to say certain sounds or pronounce certain words. So please let me know if you need me to repeat something. And also, I started YouTube when I was 17 years old. It was for an academic, an advanced placement art class where I did where I had to choose a theme. So I chose gambling addiction. After that, I started falling really head over heels in absolute love and bliss with slot machines. They were the most amazing things out there. And before slot machines, I was into the geometrical shapes and appearance of the It's a Smaller Clock Tower at Disneyland.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I got into YouTube and all. I started an Instagram page, and I got pretty fed up with the fact that I couldn't do a video longer than 15 seconds. So it says, what the heck? All right, now YouTube we go. So I started putting my animations up on YouTube, and that's how I began doing animated intros for people. That's how I really started taking off on YouTube.
Fantastic. So you said you started it when you were 17. How old are you now?
I just turned 21 this year in January, and it was my first year to really get to go to the casino and see slot machines in first person.
Wow. So before you were 21, you were doing the slot machines from your house. I see on your channel that you have several slot machines from your home casino, which is fantastic. Tell everybody out there how many slot machines you have, where you ended up getting them from, and why you picked those slot machines.
All right, 1 second. Some things are better. shown and told.
Okay.
So I do want to show you. This is my very first slot machine. He is an IGT Series M 1983 slot machine. I got him from I was on the lake with my neighbors, and I met their friend's daughter, and we started talking about what we did. I did mention that I was saving up for an IGT double diamond slot machine. Next thing you know, she's like, "Oh, my dad has a slot machine." So I went over to the house. Turned out her dad, is a high-end pinball collector, and bam, there was this slot machine. The dad was like, "Oh, by the way, you can have that machine. I don't play on it much." And that's how I acquired Nicholas Sparkles.
Wow. Let me before you go into your next one, let me just say who's in the chat. We have T-Town Gambler in the house. We have Gamblers Unknown. We have Lolo Slots, JJ Slot Play, Savvy Slot Savvy, Pamela K, GC Slots, TL Slots. Who else is in here? The Lotto King. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
All right, next machine, Vroop. We got Darcy the Double Diamond. Kind of like a little bit of a backstory. I was doing my live play on Nicholas Sparkles. Unfortunately, he no longer works, but I will get him to work again somehow, someday. And I did mention that I wanted a double diamond slot machine. One of my channel friends reached out and said, "Hey, let's get you a double diamond slot machine." So I was like, yes. Next thing you know, she started. Yeah, next thing you know, we like had like a little. I believe it was like either a Kickstarter or GoFundMe to get this double diamond slot machine. It was like an absolute amazing experience.
Wow. So you did a GoFundMe to get that slot machine?
It was actually my friend who did it.
That's an amazing friend you got there.
It was like the sweetest and the nicest thing ever. And it was like such a heartwarming experience.
Oh, that's great.
And it was like for a graduation present.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So that's what I got when I graduated high school.
Awesome.
In 2018. Then I got Lotus Flower, now aka Nelly, from the Big Jackpot, and let me show you around to the next machine. Excuse the mess.
No problem.
Willa the WMS Blueboard, also from the Big Jackpot in 2020.
That is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
That is awesome. That's just amazing. And shout out to the Big Jackpot for getting you those. That's super nice of him.
It really was.
So we have Gamblers After Dark in here. Doghouse Slots. Melly Love Slots says hi.
Hi, Melly.
Windy City Frenzy's in the house. Hey, boys, how are you guys doing? So Simon has just... Melba. Hi, Simon. That's Melba saying hi to you.
Hey, Melba.
So Simon was just showing us some of the slot machines she's collected over the years. Since she's just turned 21, she's been doing her home casino and playing from her house, which is fantastic. And now that she's 21, she gets to enjoy the whole slot experience. And I had the good fortune of meeting her at G2E this year. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay long because I got called away with work. But tell us about your experience on the floor at G2E. I missed that experience, and I would have loved to have been there with you playing all those machines. That would have been fantastic. But you did. So tell everybody about that.
All right. So to be very honest, when I went to G2E, it felt more like a luxury shopping mall because there's so many good things that I just really wanted to buy. I just really wanted to have it. It is like I do have an analogy. It was like Lori Locke walking into a Gucci store. For me, it was me like walking into like this like really amazing store, seeing all these machines, getting to test them out, and I just ruined it. And like whenever I see it, and like it was like so amazing to see, especially like the new Fire Links, the new Huff and Malt Puff, And just the idea of just like hitting the button, seeing the bonuses play out in real time, and just getting the experience what the machine could potentially bring to the casino floor. My favorite one had to be Huff and Puff because of the bonus potential and just the brand name. I really love scientific games.
Yeah, definitely scientific game. So what's your favorite slot machine maker? You know, there's Aristocrat, TL. You probably know more than I do about this. So what is your favorite manufacturer of slot machines?
Thank you so much for asking. My favorite manufacturer has to be Aristocrat because they make Mighty Cash, aka Mighty Trash sometimes. They also make Dragon Link, Lightning Link, and of course Buffalo Gold. All my favorite games, all my favorite games to play. Aesthetically, my favorite manufacturer is Scientific Games because of the rich, bright, vibrant visuals. That's like the games I love visually, even though the pays really do fluctuate. But meanwhile, I do
Okay.
like Aristocrat the most for the play mechanics.
Don't forget Dollar Storm.
Dalstom, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so those are your favorite manufacturers for those reasons. But let's jump into a little bit more personal about you.
Right.
Where'd you grow up?
Alright, so long story short, I was born in Yangzhou, China, and because of the one-child rule, my records show that I was left either in the rice field or in front of a stone. Within a few weeks, after a few weeks of both, I was picked up to the orphanage, and then I was picked up to the orphanage, and I was sent to like, and like 9 months later, my mom came and adopted me, and
That's
after my intake in the United States, quite honestly, I've been extremely curious lately about who my biological family is, and I would like to meet them someday.
wow. That's something that it was totally unexpected. I didn't know that.
Thanks.
Um, we had breakfast together. I should have asked that question then.
Oh,
Um, but that's amazing. And I know your curiosity with your biological parents. That's something that's gonna be with you for a while feed that um, until you feed that need to find out who they are. But the way that I look at that situation is your mom is the one that raised you, and
yes.
much appreciation and love to her for doing that. So at what age was it, like, did you come to the United States? Was it before you were two, or was it, yeah, after 2 years of age? Or do you know when you actually came and came to the United States?
I came to the United States when I was like 9 months old,
Okay.
and 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 I and it was like an absolute miracle that I was adopted.
Well, congratulations. I know, I don't know if congratulations is the right word, but
Um,
appreciation to your mom for doing that. That's just an amazing person. So tell us about growing up as Simon. So you're in Denver, Colorado. Is that where you've always grown up?
yes, that is the correct location.
Okay. How was being raised by your mom?
Growing up was actually, I do have to say, this is going kind of deep, but growing up was pretty difficult because of the early trauma I've experienced. First off, I had trouble regulating my emotions, and I also had anxiety, and also on top of that, sensory processing disorder and anxiety, just like a lot of stuff caked up under each other, like boom, 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 boom. And also I have, and I still do, which I'm working on and overcoming, is food anxiety, meaning that like whenever I go someplace, I am on my first thought in my mind, boop, 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 is food. Like, oh, when is my next meal? When am I going to eat? Because in the orphanage, real quick, in the orphanage, did they put the bottle in my mouth? And if I accidentally moved my head or slipped, the bottle would fall off. I was never fed on my own schedule.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's why. So that's like when it was like this kind of baseline of growing up a really anxious kid. And whenever my mom came and picked me up, I was in total bliss because I finally had somebody to pick me up when I cried.
okay,
And I also found that I love to be isolated and like a total recluse because I found school too noisy. I didn't really care to have any friends because of all the noise that was going on. So I would sit at home since 5 years old. Since I'd sit at home and I just like draw all day long, draw for 6 hours after school, and that's how I really got into doing art.
okay. That was one of my next questions about art, but we'll stay on the family. Do you have brothers and sisters? What's the family like?
So my family, I was the only child until I was 17 years old. Then my mom decided to adopt 2 teenagers from Colombia. So that's how I have 2 teenager sisters. It was like a really big eye opener and pretty big, honestly, a really huge culture shock in my house because we had I had 2 sisters coming from a totally different part of the world, a totally different culture, and we had to adapt because the fact that they came speaking Spanish with really and like with like already their own beliefs and cultures. So we did learn how to like extend ourselves to really accept like their beliefs and just to really accept having them in the house. It is still a difficult process, but we're working towards being a strong family.
That's awesome. Your mom sounds like an amazing woman. I'm seeing in the chat that a lot of people are saying that, and for her to adopt two more teenagers and to add to your family group is an amazing. Um, let's see. Melba says,
Oh,
uh, "You've come so far, Simon, uh, to go from." avoiding noises, avoiding noises, loving going to the casinos. You're a rock star.
oh,
Sister Yoshi's in the house now.
hey.
Doghouse Slots is in the house now. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I'm just trying to go through, but your story is amazing. Olga Rosa is in the house. I can see and hear. Wait, what did she say? I could see and hear come, you've come a long way. Um, that's so wonderful. Um, what a blessing to grow up in a family like
It
that.
it really is. And the biggest blessing is the fact that I grew up in a family with so much support and there's like so many people just it's like my family just really embracing me, even though that I was a really difficult child to be with because of my
Mhm,
dysregulation. And just the fact that my family kept trying and just kept trying using like new therapies, new homeopathic remedies,
mhm.
and just like trying to like a bunch of special ed techniques at this school. It was such a blessing to have all of these resources and just the fact that I had like so much support growing up. It really is like really helping me get through anxiety. Just like really, even though I still have a lot of I still have a lot of challenges emotionally.
Um, I can't even imagine the challenges that you're going through. However, I do know that you're getting a lot of support from the slot community and from the other
Um,
channels. Everybody out here loves you. Um, and I know just talking to anybody that's ever had any contact with you, it's been amazing to hear the wonderful comments that they say about you, and you are tackling your challenges head on, and that's just amazing. A lot of people aren't as strong as you, and I think because you're overcoming these challenges and everything, you're becoming a stronger person for doing that. So
um,
the challenges that you had growing up, I'm did they continue through high school? Did you have a rough time in high school?
Definitely. For the first 2 years of high school, it was an absolute difficult situation because because of my face blind, my plagiopinealgia, which is face blindness. So sometimes when I see people, even if I've known for years, or even if I don't really well from the stock community, I'm like, hi, Sai, who is this? And it can create for some really extremely social awkward situations because like whenever I can see because even myself included, I expect for a friend to be able to recognize me and first for like a friend to know exactly who I am. But because of my face blindness, I am unable to really reciprocate in the greeting. So that's why it makes it really difficult for me socially at times. Unless the person says like, oh, I'm such and such, and I'm like, hey, oh my gosh, so good to see you. So that did create a lot of bullying in high school and a lot of ostracization. So I was like pretty much ostracized through high school, and like my autism did flare up quite a few times. Fortunately, for my last year of high school, I got to go to a much larger high school. It was one of my best school years ever because like I had a fresh start, and I was seeing a counselor, which really helped everything along.
Oh, that's fantastic that you were able to get that help and turn things around.
Definitely.
So, with everything that's going on with you up until this point, art has been your go-to. It seems like you just jumped right into art. Tell us about how you got started with art.
Thank you for asking that. So when I was like a baby, my mom did point out that I was visually attuned to the world, where I got like point and for example when I was in China, I saw a little green piece of paper on the floor. I saw this pointing and looking towards it. That is from my mom's perspective that I had talent. Is the fact that I could really take notice of objects at a young age. And I also remember like go and take this like evaluation where they had me cut out paper where they had me cut out figures from paper. And people and my mom and along with that was impressed by how accurate I could cut stuff out of paper. So that was like the two false signs that I did have some autistic abilities. And next thing I know, my aunt gave me a giant 24 pack of Play-Doh at 2 years old. And you know what my mom said? That's a snack.
So you ate Play-Doh?
I did not eat this Play-Doh, but instead I opened it up. I started shaping and I started molding, and I believe I was 5 years old. My mom was desperate to get ready, so she showed me how to use the hot stamp. Next thing you know, she comes back and turned out I had made a person with a watch, a hair, eyes, and like arms and legs. So that was like a person who I made in Play-Doh. And that's when I really started. And that's when my mom realized my potential, my talents. So that's how and pretty soon I started drawing on paper, and that's how I really got into my artwork.
Fantastic. So your sister Yoshi says she admires you so much and you're talented, beautiful, and smart. And I think everybody out here mirrors that comment. You know, I personally think uh, with what you've had to go through, you're so much further ahead than any of us are that haven't had those challenges. So that's a testament to you. Um, what is let me see here. What's your favorite channel to watch? You've had some big channels, and we'll get into some of your guests, but what is your favorite channel to watch on YouTube?
If I had to choose one specific channel, quite honestly, let me think. I do have a lot of categories. I do have a lot of favorite channels in a lot of categories, but my overall favorite, as at the moment, it does evolve, it does change, is currently SD Guy because I use him as an example for articulation, and I also like how he articulates words and like how he matches his speech with his gameplay. So sometimes I follow along with an SD Guy video, even though I know it's kind of like a little, I know that what he says is a little crazy. Just like follow along, repeat what he says, so that I can like build it, so that I can really learn how to articulate words and make their pronunciations very clear. That's why at the moment SD Guy is my favorite.
Okay, that's great. ST Guy's one of your favorite slot channels. Do you watch a lot of YouTube art channels?
Surprisingly, not. The only YouTube art channel I watch is Lavender Town because for the exact same reason I love her narration and like how she can tell a story like really clearly and concisely. That's something I'm definitely working on.
Okay, okay. Um, Currently, what is your status? Are you single? Do you have a boyfriend? Are you looking for a boyfriend? Uh, what is your status there?
My status, yeah, my status is I do have a partner as of now.
Okay. Good morning, Rockin' Rocco Slots. We have Chumba Queen in the house. We have Spin and Win Slots. Simon, he says, Simon, you have so many talents. You're the
Oh,
your best talent is your best talent to me is your personality. Um, that that's awesome. That's so true. I'm
oh,
trying to
thank
read
you.
these things, but they're real tiny. Uh, Give me 1 second. Blue collar slots is in the house. Lolo. Okay. So tell us about some of the channels you've created artwork for.
So as of to date, I've created artwork. I've for the big jackpot. I've done all the channel emojis, like the channel membership emojis that you see. I've
Yeah.
done all the emojis. I've also created artwork for. I've also created emojis for slot system. Created the emojis and thumbnails for Loyal Lockbox, and
Okay.
working on thumbnails for Jazzy J slots. I also do.
Fantastic.
I'm also doing. I also did all New England Scratchers emojis along with spending these emojis. I do have quite a few channels who are interested in getting some art, which I'm super duper excited about.
And if any channels out there that has not had emojis made from you, I suggest you go over and email Simon. She's very talented, and watch some of her videos because you'll see the kind of work that she does. And an experience that I had with her, we went to breakfast in Vegas, and within 5 minutes, she had drawn me. I don't have it with me right now, but she had drawn me a picture of a rhino sitting at a slot machine on a napkin, which was just amazing within a matter of minutes. And it looks super nice. So I had just gotten monetized myself, and I'm about ready to put my membership page up where I could add the emojis and everything like that. And I will definitely be turning to you for that.
Oh,
Because I know your talent and I know what you could do. So I'm definitely looking forward to um, getting some emojis from you. Now, we talked about some of the channels that you have designed emojis for. Tell us your favorite, well, not your favorite. Tell us some experiences that you've had with some of the channels on your show. Last night was amazing. You had the big jackpot and jackpot Jackie there, um, which was fantastic. You had a lot of people on your live stream, which was amazing. Tell us about some of the people that you've had to talk to and interact with over the past few years of YouTube.
so over the last few years, I've met a lot of wonderful people, and it's just like really like, and it's definitely like really amazing that have people up talking to people to try to just to get to know people better. And I also find it really fun just to see everybody getting to know each other, especially in the chats. As now, my favorite part of YouTube is the chat and like the live streams because I can just really get to communicate, and I really do get, and like for like a while in like high school and like during my summer vacations, I find that YouTube is one of my biggest social opportunities. I also and that's why and also when I meet and like overall whenever I see channels or meet channels, it is so exciting to meet somebody who I've been talking for ages to in person. And it's like, and personally, I've not had a bad experience with anybody, which has been really nice.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Spanglish Lots wants to know, do you speak any other languages?
No hablo español, no hablo chinese, un poquito español y más English.
Okay, there you go.
English.
So I know I could mirror your same thought with every channel that I've personally met has been amazing. Sorry about that.
It's
Every
okay.
channel that I've personally met has been amazing. The whole community is a fantastic community, and I'm glad that I'm part of it. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm glad I'm part of it. It means a lot when you have support from people that you really don't even know, but they are giving you support through text and through chats and so on and so forth. So I mean, Olga Rose says she loves your smile.
Oh.
And let's see, Doghouse, if anyone gives Simon a hard time, NES will take care of it. LOL. That's so true. So speaking of anybody giving you a hard time, and I know this happens a lot in live streams, you get trolls.
Yep.
You get trolls. Tell us about some of your trolls and how you deal with those situations.
One time, this thought it was the thing I get trolled about the most. I've noticed is over my speech. The troll, like you say, that's the most obnoxious voice I've ever heard. And these people, one of my other biggest troll attacks was about the fact that I'm in college, and people say YouTube ain't for you. You're too young.
You know what, Simon? For the trolls that are out there and they're bugging you, just think of it this way. They're following you and they're wasting their energy on that. Hey, they're not doing it. You're doing it. So it's look at every troll that bothers you in a positive way. Hey, if they want to spend their time trolling me and wasting their energy doing that, that's all on them. It has nothing to do with you. It's just them. That just means you've made it because now you have so many people following you, the haters or whatnot. Even if they follow you, exactly. So don't ever let that get you down, or else we'll have to send NES over to them.
Yeah, NES
Let's see.
got it. And also, kind of random jumping in. When a troll said like when a troll did type his comment, I believe it was like in the comment section, and the troll was like, "You autistic all world." I said like I was like I'm trying to figure out what I typed because that comment did get deleted. I am like adios something. I was like adios, and I can't remember what I said, but I did kind of make a sarcastic remark back at troll for saying that.
Yeah, there's always going to be people that are haters, no matter what it is. But even if they're jumping on your channel to hate you, they still jump on your channel. You know what I mean? So let them waste their time doing that. You just focus on the good, positive vibes. Melba says, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in the Slack community that go to bat for you. 100%. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there that would definitely go to bat for you. Gamblers Unknown says, don't feed the trolls, ignore them, takes away their power. He's absolutely right. Let's see, who else here? Jim Panella from RhinoMans. Thanks for watching and supporting. Let's see here. James Spitzer. Good morning, James Spitzer. He'll be on the show in a few weeks. Rockin' Rocco sending you hearts. He was on the show last week when GC couldn't make it, so he stepped in and he did a good job. And I know you and him connected a little bit. I hope he reaches out to you and gets those emojis from you when he starts building his channel up a little bit more.
I would love to do emojis for him and anybody out here. I really love making emojis.
Okay, so I know when we were in Vegas, you were super excited to meet Slotaholic.
Yes.
Is there a channel out there now that you need to meet? that you haven't, or a couple of them. Please name those channels off. Maybe we can make something happen here.
Yes. All right. So my number. So let me. I'll start trying to stop searching. But my channels who I'd love to meet are SD Guy, Easy Life Slot Jackpots, Yoshi Slots, Chris New Slots. Let's see who else. And let's see. I'm trying to think. Casino Lady Slots, Kimbo Slots, Gambleholic Gaming Slots.
James Spencer says me.
Yes, James Spencer too. Melly Love Slots, The Lotto King, and Papa Josh.
Fantastic.
JJ,
Okay.
JJ Slot Play. Of course, Gambles Unknown, Mel Bear. And yeah, Jim's program, RhinoMans Slots. The list keeps going on and on for infinity.
Well, let's see. You are going to Choctaw soon. So you will definitely cross Chris and Lou slots off of your list. Chumba Queen, you'll cross off your list. I don't know if you've met her yet. She'll be out there. Bad Boy slots will be out there. PNN slots will be out there. So you have a lot of channels that are going to Choctaw that you are just make sure you have a full space on your phone to capture all the videos and everything, because I'm sure you're going to have an awesome time out there and you're going to recording. So tell everybody right now what you're going through. Right now is finals. How are you handling that?
Right now, I do have a lot of finals coming up. I have two big projects. One is to develop a video sharing application for my interactive media class. The other one is to make a video for I believe his name is Al. I can't pronounce his name at all. It's Aliander Pratt. He is an African American panelist, world-renowned panelist who made an appearance on Sesame Street. Who I'm working with a group to make a video that will be displayed in his gallery.
Nice. So your interactive app, how is that coming along? How are you doing that?
All right, so for my interactive app, I'm using this program called Figma, which is very similar to Adobe XD in the developers mode, where you can make a bunch of vector images, put them onto a bunch of layers, and then I put them onto a bunch of layers, and you're able to click through the buttons as if you're interacting with an app.
Okay. Fantastic. I haven't that sounds like it's going to be awesome. Let's see. Melba says, my biggest disappointment from my last trip to Vegas when Rocktober and Granny Fest was not meeting with Simon, Slotaholic. One day soon. Definitely, Melba. Definitely.
I would so love to meet you.
I'm sure that app is going to be awesome for your final.
Thank you.
But I haven't been on your channel. Do you have a merchandise store that people can turn to and purchase merchandise from you?
Yes, I do. I do have a merchandise. I do have a merchandise store. Let me get onto my other device right now, so I can drop it in the chat. It is called.
Oh, please.
It's like a Teespring store. I am still working on getting the official domain name, but I do have a merchandise store where people can I make like all the show where I make all of the show designs. It is on Teespring. Hey to everybody. Let me take a look. Is my other phone will work? Kind of random, but I've always been wanting to get a Firelink slot machine. If I hit like a huge jackpot in Choctaw, I really hope to get the ultimate Firelink machine. It is something I've always been wanting.
That's awesome. I hope you get that. I would love a Firelink machine myself. It would probably save me a ton of money because I would just be playing from home instead of going to the casino, which is probably a good thing.
I would love to be able to play at my house, especially Firelink.
Definitely. James Spitzer says Simon's is so fun. Yes. If you guys have not been to a casino with Simon, she really gets excited. We played a little bit before we ate breakfast, and that one machine, we actually did really good on that machine. Um, and we're way animated when we win. Definitely balls, balls, balls. Um, we had a good time. And if you go to the casino with Simon, you'll see what I mean. She just enjoys playing so much.
Yes. For me, even just doubling up my money on the 8-cent dance and drum bet is like an absolute miracle. Like 8 cents to 16 cents. Yes. I love that.
Yes. Yeah, it's the thrill of victory.
It's definitely the thrill of like winning. And also for me, and shout out whoever's going, I would love to do collaboration, very low limit, very low rolling collaboration with all of you.
So we're waiting for Simon. She's going to show us her Teespring, or she's going to just drop a link. Just drop a link in there, and everybody could go check it out.
Yeah, all my technology is breaking.
It's okay. So where do you get your inspiration from for your art and for things like you did last night, the ornaments and stuff? So where's your inspiration come from?
My inspiration comes from things that I see around the world. Yeah, my inspiration comes from things that I see. Like, for example, sometimes I'm like going through Facebook and I see a really good picture, and I just want to draw it. My inspiration also comes from like articles that I read, and at one point I did create an account called Hunbot Anatomy 101, where it was exposing the dark side of multi-level marketing companies and how these companies ruin people's lives.
Wow.
So I
Okay,
did drop my
Doghouse.
link.
Perfect. Doghouse Slot says, when I met Simon with Queen Cash, Simon did all of our bonus spins. It was so fun. And then there you go. It was so fun. He said he had a wonderful time.
I know it's been super duper delayed, but I've been working on editing that video together. There are a lot of bonuses.
Can't wait to see that. And then Jim Pinello, Rhino Slots, said it would be so fun to play with Simon.
Yes.
Jim is like me and him are like this. We're like Rhino brothers. He's one of the first people that helped me out when I first started. And we would talk on the phone. He's got a huge Rhino collection, just like me. Everything from T-shirts to heads to trinkets, and I can't wait. Me and him are going to plan to do a session together, a Rhino session,
Yes.
where the two Rhino brothers get together and play. I'm hoping to get him on the show here pretty soon. I would love to just sit and talk with him as well. T-Town Gambler, she's in the house. Melly Loves Slots. So anyway, so your inspiration comes from everything and everywhere.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take a few minutes just away from you for that same question. For myself, inspiration. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that come up with a lot of ideas and everything. And I don't know. Yesterday, I had a group pool, and I did a live group pool, which I was going up and down. It was a double up or bus group pool, which it was really fun to play and everything. But we didn't end up winning. So right after the group pool, this is where the inspiration comes in. My girlfriend uh, texts me and she says, "You know what? I want you to go." We were at Harris SoCal. She goes, "I want you to go to this one specific machine," and she goes, "I want you to FaceTime me, and you're going to do a personal live for just me and play my machine." So I logged on, I played the machine, and then she told me, "I want you to play 3 spins at 80 cents, 3 spins at 60 cents." So we went up and down. She ended up winning maybe $300. She turned that that $100 into 300. She said, cash out, I'm done. But after I ended that with her, the inspiration came to me. And it's like, instead of doing a group pool, I'm setting something up for next Saturday where it's going to be a viewer play. I'll have 10 spots. Minimum buy-in would be $25. Maximum could be whatever you want. And what I will do is I'll do it on StreamYard, and I will invite the people to come on camera as I'm playing. Like, for instance, if you were to join with $25, I would invite you on camera. I'd put your $25 ticket in the machine. You tell me what to bet. You tell me when to cash out. You tell me to keep going or not. And then once you tell me to stop, that's it. Whatever money's on that ticket is yours. I'll send that right back. And I'll do that for 10 people and have them all come on. So it'll be a viewer live play, not a group pool. Whatever you send me is whatever you play. So like I know Gamblers Unknown, he likes to do 5 spins at nickel denom at 1250 bet. So he would just send me 6250 and I would play those 5 spins for him. Whatever those 5 spins ended up with is what I would send them back. So that's why inspiration comes from all different spaces, all different places. That's where I got the inspiration for that, which I'm trying to do. Let's see. Go ahead.
I would really love to watch, and it's okay if I take a moment to show some of my ornaments that I do.
Please, please.
It is like so cool to hear your inspiration, and that's definitely something that I don't think I've seen many people do. So that's something I'd be interested in watching and one day participating in.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
So here's some of my ornaments I have done. Here's one.
Is that a kitty cat in the background?
That's Bessie. Lucky Bessie.
Oh, okay.
So here's like a dog ornament I've done.
Nice.
I do take orders for hand-painted ornaments. And here's an ornament.
You guys heard that. She does take orders for hand-painted ornaments.
This is a Marjorie Vargas and her dog. So I am currently taking ornament orders. These are indestructible, non-breakable ornaments.
Okay.
So I do.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Chumba Queen says, I want a Chumba Queen ornament. Can you make her a Chumba Queen ornament?
Yes, I can make you a Chumba Queen ornament. And if you don't mind me saying, can I say the price of the ornaments?
Yes, because that's what Melba was just saying. Simon, do you have a set price for your ornaments? You hand paint? Or
my price of my ornaments is $20 an ornament.
How much?
$20 an ornament.
$20 an ornament. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome. If you guys want an ornament from her, email her right away. Okay, so your ornaments right now, we're at the beginning of December. So if you guys want your ornament, make sure you email her today or get in touch with her today, because I'm sure it takes a little bit of time for her to paint those out and get them out to you, shipped out. Yes. So please place your order today if you want one of those. Chumba Queen says, can you make it for Choctaw?
Yes, I can make it for Choctaw, and I can bring it to you. Please message me after the show for details, and I can get painting.
Fantastic. That is a great price, Melba. That's a great price and a great value for it's not something you can just go into the store. These are unique, individually made pieces just for yourself. So yes. Do that. Now, getting back to what I was saying, December is here. Do you already have plans for like something for Valentine's Day, something for, St. Patrick's Day, and so on? St. Patrick's Day is probably a pretty big one too. But for all of the holidays that are coming up, do you have something planned to design some kind of little ornament or trinket or shirt or something ahead of time?
For Valentine's Day, I'm going to be making a series of Valentine's cards, and for the Valentine's cards, I'm going to, and any channel member is welcome to any channel member will be welcome to pitch in ideas for the cards, and also for St. Patrick's Day, I'm making T-shirts which will be open to everybody.
Fantastic.
Pitching in some ideas and all.
Fantastic. So having different ideas and different things for the upcoming holidays. How far in advance do you plan? Like for instance, YouTube. How far in advance do you plan for your content to be pushed out? Is it something that you actively plan for next month, for the month after, and so on and so forth? The lives you're going to do, the guests you're going to have on the show, because this kind of content takes a lot more work than just going to a casino and playing slots.
It does. For me, I tend to ask just a week, a month, or 2 weeks before a date, and that's when I start asking. And whenever I'm doing like at home live streams, it's usually by the seat of the pants. Whenever I have time between classes, and for videos, I release them whenever I have extra time to do video editing. Since I also do help out the slot bands on the channel.
Okay. So everybody in the chat, is there anything that you would like to know about Simon? Or let's see, Jim Pinella says birthdays or special days. Can you make something for those?
Yes, I can definitely make birthday cards. I can probably do a birthday shout, and if you want, I can do a birthday ornament and a birthday drawing.
Okay, fantastic. I know for Jim and myself, rhino ornaments or something like that. Would you be able to do that?
Yes, I can do your rhino too. I can do your rhino ornaments.
Okay, fantastic. We're gonna get in touch with you right after this, because that would be something that I know I would like, and I'm pretty sure Jim would like that as well.
Yes.
Anybody in the chat have any questions for Simon that has not been covered yet? If you do, please ask those now. Simon, is there anything you would like to ask me or anybody in the chat? Oh, here we go. James Spitzer.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. James Spitzer says, how do you balance school, YouTube, and your artwork and everything else you do?
It is definitely a really big balancing act. And ever since I got really invested into YouTube, I have been learning a lot about time management, meeting deadlines and expectations, which I'm still like, working on as a growing digital designer. I do feel that sometimes I do feel like that, and for me, I tend to put school above everything else, even if I want to do something for YouTube. But I do know that I have an assignment due. I'll do the schoolwork before YouTube, because I do know that YouTube is around for a long time, and that I only have one chance for school. As a folk, unfortunately, right now, I do not have any consistent employment due to, I believe, because of the economy, and the place I was working at, they're restructuring management, along with like another place, they're doing the same thing. So I'm currently in between jobs.
Okay. But that's good. Time management is an excellent skill, not only for YouTube and schoolwork, but it's an excellent skill for life. So as long as you're learning that, it'll keep going. Rocket Rocco Slot says, I need a new logo. So there you go there. Olga Rosas wants to know, what is your zodiac sign and what is your birth month?
I believe that January, that my birth month is January, and I think I'm a Scorpion. I have no clue if that's correct or not. I'm also paying attention to the Chinese calendar, and that would be the year of the rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Rhino?
My birth month is June. I'm a Gemini. That's a sign of the twin. So yeah, that's what I am. Let's see. There was another question here. Simon, do you have any other coming up slot channels to interview?
Yes.
What's your next interview that you have coming up on your show?
My next interview is Jackpot Joe at Choctaw, and I kind of treating, and it's gonna happen on Saturday right after Casanova's group home. My live stream is going to start at, I believe it's going to start at like 9 p.m. Central Standard Time and go until 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's when Chris and Lou are going live.
Okay.
And also and I believe I will be interviewing Jackpot Joe that day. We're playing slot machines, so it'll be slot speak on the spot as we play the machines.
Wow, that's pretty good. Slot speak on the spot. Love that. TL Slots says they will be contacting you. They need some custom emojis. Let's see who else here. Gamble. I'm sorry, Gamble B. I didn't see you in there. Gamble B Slots is in the house. Lucky Obsessions is in the house. Hey everybody. January 10th for Rhino. Okay, Jim, I'll reach out to you right after this. Blue Collar Slots. Sub count. I think Blue Collar Slots is pretty close to that mark too. So if you guys haven't checked out the channels, everybody that's in the chat, if you could just check out everybody else's channel and subscribe. We love the support this community gives out, and I know we have we're like on everybody else's channel, so we're always going back and forth. But I can't say enough that I love the support from this community. Let's see, Pamela K. She said, "Wonderful interview. I tuned you on back in the car." I guess she was driving to work. Let's see what James Spitzer said. You're a strong woman, they said. Let's see. Okay, guys, we're coming up. I would love to stay on with Simon for a lot longer. However, today, as you can see, I'm not in RhinoMans Studios. So I'll let you guys see what it looks like from my view.
Wow.
I'm actually into work today, so I had to drive in early this morning. I left my house at like 3:30 in the morning to get here. It took 2.5 hours, which was longer than it took me to get to the casino yesterday. Which, let's see, Lucky Obsession. I seen her interview with the Lotto King. Awesome. He's such a great guy.
Yes.
So I had to come in today. Unfortunately, I wished I could stay on longer. Simon, do you have anything to say to everybody before we end this stream? Sorry.
It's okay. I do want to say thank you to everybody for all the support, and all your kind words mean a ton. I also am really excited to meet everybody who's coming to Choctaw, which is gonna be such a fun time. And I really cannot wait to see you again, RhinoMan. I know I'm kind of giving an Oscar Academy speech.
That's
but
okay.
I just want to thank everybody for all your kindness, support, and the fact that we can all be here today as a community, which really does show a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does say a lot. Let's see. Everybody that I'm seeing in the chat has said nothing but wonderful things about you, Simon. And I'm blessed to have met you because you are such a strong and wonderful woman. I look forward to seeing you grow over the next few years because your channel's taking off, your artwork's taking off, everything that you're doing is taking off. And never be down on yourself because you're going to go places. And your mom is wonderful, your family's wonderful, and I just want to say keep it up. Everybody out there, I appreciate you tuning in for this wonderful day. Next week we have GC Slots. The week after that we have James Spitzer. No, the week after that I think it's Bad Boys. Week after that is James Spitzer. I think we're going to have Jim Pinella, Rhino Slots, early January. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Simon, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm going to have another couple of shows coming up, and I would love to invite you back in either as a guest or just for a few minutes. Peace out, guys. We love you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. See you on. Bye bye.
Bye bye.